Here are the simple steps to add slides using the Nivo slider. Nivo slider is a block that you can set up inside of the block region, which means that you can also access the Nivo slider settings through the contextual editor over here. Another way to access Nivo slider is by going to Structure, Nivo slider. And once this page loads, you can see that we have access to our images, and of course there are fields that we can fill out. We can give it a title, we can put formatting in there, HTML. You can load images in here however you would like to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a little bit about the formatting and how it works. So I'm going to go ahead and grab an image. To upload that image, once you've selected it, come down to the bottom and select Save. Once you select Save, you'll see that there's an empty name over here. Just come on down to the bottom and we can call this Responsive Front. Down here is where we can actually put additional textual content. So I'm going to go ahead and change the text format to full HTML. Now you can either choose to leave this blank or actually populate it with a URL. For example, if you wanted to put this towards your contact page, you just enter yourdomain.com / whatever your contact URL is. In our particular case, we're just going to have this linking to the front. You can choose to show the slide on specific pages. However, I would handle this more on the block section. And once you've set up everything in here, you can go ahead and hit Save Configuration. Now the most important thing to understand about the slider here is that we have to put the HTML in a container. I'm going to come back to Structure, Nivo Slider. I'm going to come back down to our responsive front. As you can see, I can select the tabs here to get options of for these images. What I can do is I can put this in a container. And again, this is Bootstrap's default container. And what this does by putting it in a container, it contains it in the actual width that we have as a part of the website. So if I come back to the home page, you'll see that it's now contained within the same boundaries that the rest of the content on the site is in. If I come back to Structure, Nivo Slider, we can put content in columns. That means text, images, links, buttons, whatever you would like to include as a part of the HTML markup inside of the caption. For example, I can come in here let's say I wanted to copy this and make two 50% columns. All I have to do is set that up, hit Save, come back to the home page, and we'll see two columns at 50% with two different text. You can easily change the color of this inside of the CSS file that's a part of the theme as well. We've changed it to blue to sort of match the theme colors. However, gray and black will work really well in this particular case as well. So let's say that you wanted to remove a particular slide from the Nivo slider. Just come up to Nivo slider. Now since we can't apply styles to this particular image inside of Nivo slider, we have to scroll all the way to the right. But you can see that you can unpublish images. So if I did choose one of these and come down to the bottom and hit Save, that image would not display on the site. So you can unpublish these images and save them for later. Or you can also delete these images. For example, we'll go ahead and delete the work that we just did. So I'm going to delete the responsive front. So I'm just going to choose this box here, come back down to the bottom, hit Save. Nivo slider updates, and we have two images. Now we can also drag and drop these images around as well. So let's say that I wanted the Envision image to show up first. All I have to do, drag it up here, come down to the bottom, press Save.